Good afternoon, and I'm Yasmin Sharif of BCom third year, and I'm here to discuss about my topic, kill cancer. Before we go ahead and talk about kill cancer, let's first discuss what actually cancer exactly is. Cancer is basically a disease in which some of the body cells tend to grow uncontrollably and spread all over the body. Cancer can almost start in any part of the body, which is made up of trillions of cells. Cancer is considered to be very dangerous because potentially it is fatal. Today, cancer is considered to be one of the leading causes of death worldwide. Cancer cells, once develops in our body, they tend to reduce the oxygen supply in our body, which will cause the reduced amount of oxygen supply in all the blood, because of which there is a buildup of waste products. As there is a buildup of waste products, this leads to impairment in the vital organ functioning. Once there is an impairment, it leads to death. Hence, cancer is considered to be very deadly at times. But it is to be remembered that cancer can always not cause death. Like all types of cancers are not meant to cause death. There are few cancers that may cause death, and there are few which may not. And you can survive up to a level in those type of cancers. If we consider on overall, out of 100, 50 people tend to survive who are diagnosed with cancer, and they can live up to 10 years or even more than 10 years. So in order to kill cancer, the medical world has came up with a lot of developed cancer treatment, wherein they have introduced a lot more therapies and surgeries, namely immunotherapy, chemotherapy, hormone therapy, radiation therapy, along with surgery, biological modified response therapy, as well as bone marrow transplant, which is widely used in cancer treating hospitals as well. Now, apart from these, the least expensive and very easiest way to kill cancer within our daily life is by eating a healthy diet or maintaining a healthy lifestyle. This is said by Ms. Rachel Stoltenberg, who is one of the researchers who works at National Cancer Institute. And apart from this, I've even heard that vitamin C is considered to be one of the very alternative use for treating cancer. But in order to keep in mind, vitamin C cannot alone cure cancer. It also requires chemotherapy besides to it. If a person is suffering from cancer, he can also depend upon Ayurvedic herbs, because these days Ayurvedic herbs has been so advanced that they have been made in order to make sure that the immune system recognizes and targets the cancer-causing cells without harming the normal cells within the body. The NCR researchers have been also working on preparing a kind of therapy in which they are disguising cancer in a way that it acts as an infection, because of which our immune cells will identify it and terminate the tumors within our body. mRNA was initially created to treat COVID-19, but it has also been proven that this mRNA vaccine technology has also been used in order to make personalized, specialized cancer vaccines. Apart from this, there are other drugs such as cholesterol-lowering drugs, namely PCSK9. This drug acts as an inhibitor in our body and causes an improvement for the cancer immune checkpoints and inhibits and help us to kill cancer. Researchers are also working on another therapy where they are using the nanoparticles to make sure that the immune system attacks directly to the cancer cells. Doctors are even working on a kind of cancer drug, namely radiopharmaceuticals, wherein they are preparing the drug in a form with which they are performing the radiation therapy directly and specifically to the cancer cells. Apart from these all researches in the medical world by researchers, doctors, scientists, there are other common ways with which we can kill cancer in our daily life. Like firstly, by avoiding smoking and tobacco, because smoking and tobacco can be considered one of the common ways with which we can be prone to lung cancer, esophageal cancer, laryngeal cancer, and other sorts of cancers. Secondly, by having a healthy diet. If you eat a healthy diet, eat healthy, eat plenty of fruits along with veggies, and avoid eating foods which consist of lots of fats and sugars, because the food which consists of lots of fats have carcinogens, which will make you to get prone to a risk of many sorts of cancers. encourage them. We can also consider people example as in one of our celebrity Mahashringa. She's been suffering from ovarian cancer since like November 2012 and she's been surviving till now and has been attending a lot of shows despite she's been suffering from cancer. So we can say that either you can choose to be a victim or either be a survivor of cancer. It all depends on the mindset. Thank you.
So, today I am here to create the awareness, to spread the awareness on how to kill cancer. On behalf of Kukatpally Cancer, organized by ISKCON. So, before proceeding further, let us understand what is the meaning of cancer, what actually the cancer is. It is a group of related diseases in which abnormal cellular activity and forms lungs or muscle tissues which is known as tumors. Every year, above 9 lakhs new cancer registration cases were taken in the state, out of which each single day 25,000 people die. WHO has revealed that cancer is the second most leading cause of death. Cancer awareness will play a very protective role, very good role for people who feel shy and embarrassed to discuss about it. So now, what are the types of cancer? Cancer may be many types like skin cancer, organ cancer, mouth cancer, and etc. Now let us move towards the cause of cancer. The agents or substance which cause the cancer is known as carcinogens. They are